Alright, so I was watching some videos where people were complaining about the Chief RTX 40 series and how expensive it is, and how the 4080 12 gigabyte version, people think it's really a 4070 being sold as a 4080. Not to me, and I'm going to explain why. I got bored and I looked up all these shader counts on Tech Power Up. So the 3090 Ti from Ampere, if I'm reading it right on their database, that chip maxes out at 10,752 CUDA cores, or programmable shaders, whatever you want to call it. I'm not counting RT cores and tensor cores in here. I'm just talking about the main the main thing that does the work, the programmable shaders. And the 3070 for Ampere used 55% of what I'm assuming is the total amount of shaders you can have, or the highest amount of shaders you can have on an Ampere GPU, the GA102, right? So this is using 55% of the total. Remember, these numbers are from Tech Power Up, so if they're wrong, that's where I got the numbers from. So the Ada chip, Ada 102 for the 4090 Ti, if it's not binned down and it uses all of its shaders, should be using 18,432 shaders. And the 4080 here uses 53% of that total. The 4080 16 gigabytes uses less percentage of the total architecture's shaders than the Ampere 3070 did. So then when I look at the 4080 12 gigabyte version that everybody is complaining should have been called a 4070, I don't think it should have been called a 4070. I think this should have been called, at best, a 4060 Ti, because this is the 3060. I mean, this is using 33% of the total available on the top Ampere GPU. This is using 42% of the total available of the Ada top GPU. That's not too far off. The 3060 Ti has way more CUDA cores than this 3060. This has 3,584. Let me look up how much the 3060 Ti has. 3060 Ti has 4,864. Way blows this away. So I'm gonna say, from going from 3,500 up to 4,800, that's gonna be a significant increase in percentage, close to this. So yeah, I don't think a 4080 12 gigabyte should have been labeled a 4070. I disagree with that. I think at best you're paying $900. That's how much this card cost. $900. You're paying $900, in my opinion, not for a 480 12 gigabyte, not for a 470, at best a 4060 Ti. So yeah, NVIDIA's a ripoff, and I just got bored, wanted to look through some numbers. I saw all the complaints and stuff. I just wanted to, I know the architecture is different, and the CUDA cores performance is not linear between the generations and all that stuff, but this is just, a rough graph showing how NVIDIA is ripping you off, as if you needed another graph or another dumbass like me telling you that NVIDIA is trying to rip you off. So yeah, this is not a 480. This is a 3060 Ti. I mean a 4060 Ti at best, in my opinion. None of these are as expensive as these are. The 4090 Ti is probably the best value, and the 4090 Ti is not a thing. I think the 4090 Ti is just the maximum amount of CUDA cores you could use with the Ada chip. I think the 4090 uses less than that. Let me look that up if I can find it. Let's see, 4090. Yeah, the 4090 uses 16,384 of the shaders available on the Ada 102 chip. So that means there's going to be a 4090 Ti or a 4090 Super in the future. So that's all, just comparing the 3060 compared to the top end on Ampere, and this, what I think is a 3060 Ti compared to what could be the top tier on Ada Lovelace. So yep, that's what I do when I'm bored. I make stupid graphs. Anyway, don't buy any of this stuff. Probably the best deal for a 12 gigabyte card right now until AMD's new stuff comes out is a 6700 XT. My brother has one, and it's good, but that's not even a good buy now because you have to wait and see in November what AMD comes out with. But I can't buy any of this stuff, but it's still fun to look at. It's still one of my hobbies and one of the things I'm interested in. It's just no value in anything, just another complaint video. But that's all. Thanks for looking at my graph. Hope everybody has a good rest of their evening. Good night.